Hello everyone and welcome back to another math video. Today we're going to be talking about how do you use area and perimeter to determine cost of a real world scenario. Okay, so you might be putting carpet down, you might be putting a fence around your yard, okay, similar to these problems that you see up on the screen. Okay, your Ricasso Recap starts now. In 30 seconds or less, here's what you need to know before you start this lesson. Firstly, you should already be familiar with perimeter and how to calculate it. Secondly, you should already be familiar with area and how to calculate it. If you'd like refreshers on either of these two topics, I will link those in the description below. Please go watch that before you start this lesson. All right, new lesson starts now. Here we go. So it says Deb has a pool in her backyard and she wants to build a fence around the entire area. Deb's backyard is 10 meters wide and 10 meters long. It costs $6 per meter to install a wooden fence. How much would it cost to put a wooden fence around Deb's backyard? Okay, so a couple of things here. 10 meters wide, 10 meters long, $6 per meter. And how much would it cost to put a wooden fence around Deb's backyard? All right, so we have to figure out how much fencing we're gonna need to put a fence around this pool. Now, before we go any further, let me draw us a beautiful picture, because without a beautiful drawing from Mr. Rickoff, this wouldn't be a word problem. So we have a pool. Okay, so backyard, boom, backyard, pool, boom, with some water, pool, boom. Let's put an umbrella. Okay, umbrella. Okay, this is the umbrella, very nice. No, the sun isn't in the backyard. Okay, let's erase that. And let's put a nice lawn chair, you can lay out by the pool, Okay, this is a beautiful pool. I know, it's beautiful. Now, it's 10 meters long, 10 meters wide. And so actually that means it's 10 on all sides. And so your first question is, are we trying to find the area of this, or are we trying to find the perimeter, the outside? And we are trying to find the perimeter because we're trying to put a wooden fence on the outside of this pool area. So perimeter just says add up all the sides, right? So 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 would give me a total of 40, and this is 40 meters of fencing. So we need 40 total meters to go all the way around this pool area. And they told us that it's $6 per meter. So now I need to take that 40, multiply by 6 per meter, and that would give me a grand total of $240 to build the entire fence. Now, the other type of problem you might get, let's look at this one. A counter in Dylan's kitchen is 1 meter wide and 3 meters long. 1 meter wide, 3 meters long, okay? Dylan wants to replace the counter with a granite countertop, fancy, which would cost $199 per square meter. How much would the granite countertop cost? Okay, so first off, let's draw a nice drawing here. What shall be on Dylan's countertop? This isn't a kitchen, right? So we're gonna put a plate here. We're gonna put a fork, okay? Or maybe it'll be a spatula. I haven't decided yet. Boom, boom, boom. Let's call that a fork of some kind, sure. Maybe he has a banana over here. Yep, that looks like a banana. And what else? What else is on somebody's countertop? I don't know. The mail, maybe? You put your mail on the countertop? Okay, so here's our beautiful countertop. Now, it's 1 meter wide, 3 meters long, and it's $199 per square meter. Now, there's a clue here. Again, we always have to ask, are we finding area or perimeter? And we're trying to find not just the distance around this granite countertop, but the whole area of the countertop, right? We're replacing all of the countertop. And so a clue here is that if it says, square meters, square feet, or something like that, you're talking about area. So to find the area of a rectangle, we know that we multiply the length times the width, or the base times the height. And so when we do 1 times 3, we get 3 square meters. And then we know that it's $199 per square meter. So we need to do 3 times 199 And when we multiply, we find out that it would cost $597 for a brand new granite countertop. That is very expensive. Okay. Here is our cool clock for today. Ooh, an hourglass with a clock. So that means it's time for you to practice what you just learned. Go ahead and pause the video and try these two problems on your own. And when you're ready, you can unpause the video and we'll check your answers. Okay, now they've had time to work these problems. Let's check your solutions. Okay, for the first problem, here's my beautiful drawing. I don't know why Tom wants green green carpet, but that's up to him. But your final answer should have been $630. Okay, for the second problem, here's my beautiful drawing of a volleyball or beach volleyball court. Okay, and when you find the perimeter and then the total cost, you should have gotten $120. All right, that's it for today. I hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.